Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy Smequle, and there has been a lot of news going around that the Warriors want to target Paul George in next year's offseason. That's right, they want to add even more firepower to the team. So Paul George has a one-year contract with the Rockets, and the Warriors actually want to pick him up next year. So in this video, we're going to see how good the Warriors would do if they added Paul George to their roster. And I did switch around their positions. I also made Kevin Durant his actual height at 6'11" because the game has him at 6'9". But anyways, we got Steph Curry starting at the point guard position. We got Klay at shooting guard, Kevin Durant at small forward. We moved Paul George to power forward and Draymond Green to center. And then we got our backups in here as well. We'll have Andre Iguodala, JaVale McGee, David West, and possibly Nick Young coming in and out there. We might put Nick Young at like a shooting guard position. I think that might... no, that makes him way worse. We're just going to keep it with like this for now. We're going to simulate a season, see how good they can do, possibly go 82-0, check all their stats out, and see if they can win the playoffs. They should be able to win the playoffs, but hopefully maybe even sweep it. We're about to find out, though, how good they do. And right when we start, they lose in the second game to the New Orleans Pelicans. So 82-0 season is not going to happen, but they can still... No, they can't go 80-2. Or they can't go 81-1 anymore, but they can still go 80-2. Let's find out, though. I'll see you guys in the playoffs, and they get another loss. So Russell Westbrook gets the MVP at the end of the season. Insane triple-double numbers, as you can see right there. 33, 12, and 11. That is just insane. Markelle Fultz gets Rookie of the Year. Zach LaVine gets Sixth Man on the Bulls. Andre Drummond gets Defensive Player. And then Nikola Jokic gets the Most Improved. And Steve Kerr, of course, gets that Coach of the Year. And let's see if anybody made the All-NBA teams on the Warriors here. Let's check it out real quick. Kevin Durant made the second team. He is 6'11" now. We changed up his height to actually represent him in real life. Nobody on the third team and the defensive teams. There is nobody on there. So only Kevin Durant making these teams. I changed the roster back to normal. Everybody's position. Steph Curry, for some reason, is injured, even though I have injuries off. So we're going to have to fix that for the playoffs. I did switch the roster back to normal, though, because they were taking a lot of L's early on in the season. I switched the roster, and they only took 2 more L's for the rest of this season. So that's why I did that. Everybody in their normal position and stuff. So Paul George is back to small forward. He's just a backup, and Draymond is back to center. I don't know what it is with 2K. You can't really run with those lineups. I know Warriors do play small ball quite a bit in real life, but you can't really do that in 2K. So we just put them at their normal positions, and they're going to have backups. I mean, Paul George is going to be having to back up Kevin Durant. He's 92 overall. Steph Curry's a 94. That should go up. He did have the injury for some reason, even though I turned off injuries. Klay Thompson's up to a 90. So we have 4 players over 90. And then Draymond Green at an 87. So let's jump into these playoffs here. Up against Portland in the first round. This should be a sweep, realistically. Simulate current round. I don't know why that came up. Let's go. So before we do anything, let's just look at the standings real quick. Golden State, of course, on top, 68-14 with the insane team. The Rockets in second place there. Some teams that didn't make it. Nuggets were really close to making it. The Spurs didn't actually make it in the playoffs. That's pretty surprising. Jazz are down at the bottom. They did lose Gordon Hayward. And then the Lakers made it in this year. And who else? The Timberwolves made it in as well. Those are the 2 teams that didn't make it in last year. Over in the East, the Bucks with the best record, only beating out Cleveland by 1. They are a really good team, especially with Giannis. And then, okay, this is kind of weird. We have a little gap here. The Bulls didn't make it, but the Raptors made it in the playoffs. They had the same record. And I just want to check out everybody's stats on the team. Stephen Curry with 25. We have 3 players averaging over 20 points per game, which is just crazy. And then we have Paul George almost at 20 as well. So let's just simulate these playoffs now. Let's get right into this. Up against Portland first. This should be a sweep. And they get a game on the insane Warriors team. It's 2-1 though. It's all tied up 2-2. 3-2, come on. It's 3-3. Okay, at least it let them move on. I was going to say, if Golden State loses to the Trailblazers, yeah, damn it, like this team is not better than this Golden State team. We're in the second round of the playoffs, so up against the Timberwolves, which is going to be a harder matchup. Hopefully, the Warriors can win it again. It's 2-1, 2-2, it's tied up again. The Timberwolves take the lead, it's 3-3. And the Warriors have been eliminated. Are you kidding me? How does that even happen? The Warriors are eliminated. We're just going to simulate the rest. We got to do another season with these Warriors. The Rockets end up winning the championship. Chris Paul with the finals MVP. We got to do another season since they didn't win here. And hopefully it turns out better in the next season. Anyways, guys, I will see you at the beginning of the season. So we simulated a second season. LeBron James gets the MVP. He got a triple-double average throughout the season. 24.5 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists. Markelle Fultz is Rookie of the Year yet again, just because we simulated with the same rosters the last year over again. Jeremy Lin gets 6th man. Andre Drummond gets Defensive Player, and Nikola Jokic gets Most Improved. Steve Kerr, we couldn't beat the record, 72-10. 1 win away from tying it and 2 away from breaking the record. Let's see if anybody made these All-NBA teams. Why do they got to switch like that? And nobody from the Warriors made any of the All-NBA teams or the defensive teams. So I guess we're hopping right into the playoffs here. Check out the standings yet again. Warriors just way out in front in the West, and in the East, Cleveland ends up taking the first seed this time. So let's see if the Warriors are able to win it this time. They're up against the Jazz again. They should be able to beat them. And the Jazz get the first game. The Jazz get the second game. Are you kidding me? There we go. 2-2. Tie it up. Take that lead. And they're going to the next round. I don't know why the Warriors having struggles with the Jazz. Kevin Durant is a 96 overall. Stephen Curry's a 95. Paul George a 92. Klay Thompson's a 90. I don't see how this team is getting so close to losing these games. We're on to the second round up against Portland. Let's see if the Warriors can do it this time. Get another win in the books. It is 2-0. It is 3-0. And the Trailblazers get one game, but the Warriors still end up defeating them. Simulate the rest. Who else? All moved on. Cleveland didn't make it past Washington, and Washington made it all the way to the Eastern Conference Finals. Same with the 76ers. Let's see if Golden State can beat these Rockets. The Rockets go up 1-0. There we go, tied up. Golden State takes the lead. It's 2-2, 3-2. And Golden State is going to the finals this time, up against Philly. This should be an easy W. I mean, the East just doesn't compare to the West. And it's a 4-0 sweep in the finals. So there we go. The Warriors end up winning it that time. Not too impressive of a season for them. They did go 72-10, which obviously is pretty amazing. That is tied for the second best record ever. But they couldn't beat their own record with Paul George. Definitely helps out a bit though, having him on the bench. It'd be cool to see this in real life. Not really though, because the NBA would kind of just suck to watch. Anyways, guys, that's it for today's video. They weren't able to win first year, but they were able to win in the second simulation. If you did enjoy the video though, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. This has been your boy Smequle, and I will see you next time.